Hey guys, so I wanted to tell you one thing. So by the end of this video, please check the description box below to note the small corrections in this video. So now let's do the next part, which is nothing but structure of ethene and then its uses. As I've mentioned before, not all the uses are very important in all the subparts, but then the use of ethene is supposed to be very important. So let's do the uses of ethene and also the structure of ethene, as we did the uses and the structure of methane, which is the first member of the alkane series. So now the structure of ethene is supposed to be a planar structure. So there is a word which we use. Like for methane, we use the word tetrahedron, and here this is a planar molecule. So let's just draw the expanded form or the expanded structure of ethene to understand this. So because we know that it's ethene, so there are totally 2 carbon atoms, and then there's a double bond. So you have a carbon atom, a double bond, one more carbon atom, and then it is C2H4. That means to satisfy the tetravalency of both the carbons, you introduce 4 bonds where the hydrogen is attached. So it will be hydrogen 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is supposed to be the basic structure, and then we basically use the term planar. So that means this molecule is a planar molecule, and then the next one is about the bonds. So now there is a single covalent bond which connects the carbon with hydrogen. So there are totally 4 single covalent bonds, and there is 1 double covalent bond which links the 2 carbon atoms. Like in the case of methane, it is always 4 single covalent bonds, and that is it. And in case if you consider this, which is nothing but ethene, there is a double bond, which is a double covalent bond which connects 2 carbon atoms, and then you have a 4 single covalent bond which connects the 4 hydrogen atoms. So next comes your bond angle. So and the bond angle in the case of methane is 109 degrees and then 25 minutes. So and when you consider this molecule, the bond angle is 120 degrees. So if you consider the bond angle here, it will be 120 degrees, or if you consider the bond angle here also, it is 120 degrees. That is why there is a statement in your textbook that the bond angle of CH molecule, C single bond H and single bond H molecule, or C single bond H and then double bond C molecule. So when you consider these 2 parts, the bond angle formed is 120 in both the cases. And the next fact, as I've already told you, is that this is a planar molecule. But then you will always, when you learn such structures, you have to compare and learn, because for methane, as I have told you, that you will be having 2 single bonds and one thing represented by a dot and the other one represented by a wedge, and this is nothing but just a rough representation. In case if you look at your textbook, it will be mentioned in a clearer manner. This is just a very rough representation. Here you will see the bond angle is 109 degrees, which is again an approximate value. But when you consider this, there is a double bond and there is a single bond here, and then there is supposed to be an angle of 120 degree with C, H and double bond C, as well as C double bond H and double bond H here. So they are totally 120 degrees. So this is it about the structure. So next let's do the uses of ethene. The uses of ethene will generally just that use alone is very important. So normally you would have come across this word called ethylene in biology. So ethylene is supposed to be a plant growth hormone which is used for ripening of fruits. As I've told you before, ethylene is the common name for ethene. So ethylene is nothing but ethane, which is nothing but C2H4. So this C2H4, which is nothing but ethene, is basically used for the ripening of fruits.